Should you pray for your enemies? Me personally, I don't pray for my enemies. That's like the dumbest shit I could ever do, is pray for my enemies. That doesn't make any sense. I think that's a cliche that has gotten completely out of control. Remember, guys, this is a so-called Christian nation, but Jesus was not a Christian. Jesus was actually a Muslim. But I don't get out of context with this type of stuff because people are entitled to believe what they want to believe. And remember, I told y'all that Islam is the oldest religion on earth. So what do I look like calling myself Christian? Anybody with any kind of intelligence would know that Christianity came with the creations of the white man. That's when Christianity all of a sudden just mysteriously showed up. No one even knew what the hell that was. If you told Jesus he was a Christian, he wouldn't even know what the hell you're talking about. But anyway, let's get to the point. Should you pray for your enemies? Whether you're a Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, I don't care what you is. Should you be praying for your enemies? Well, I don't, like I just told you, I don't pray for my enemies. To me, that's the dumbest cliche I've ever heard in my life. Elijah Muhammad didn't teach his followers to pray. He thought that shit was dumb too. A lot of this Christian stuff is really cliche. I don't even think these people know what they're saying when they say shit like that. It comes from a place of sounding right, but it actually don't make no sense. It sound right. Jesus on a cross, and he says, I mean, don't y'all know they use that whole thing to get over on people, to kill the Indians, to kill the black people? They use that Christianity to kill black people. Why do people act like that shit just flies right past them? That Christianity was used to destroy the darker races of the planet. Why does it seem like it's a hard time for people to understand what that's all about? It's really getting old. It's not even a point of talking about it no more, because like the Bible say, don't argue with a fool unless you want to be considered one yourself. It doesn't make any sense to pray for my enemies. My enemies can pray for themselves. However, I will say this. If it makes you feel good to pray for people who abuse you, by all means do so. If that's what makes you feel good. If it does not make you feel good to pray for your enemies, then don't pray for your enemies. I think that's a good pontiff bridge. Maybe people think I'm a people pleaser because I try to meet people halfway. Well, I just try to be understanding. Now everybody's going to believe in my so-called religion. Even Islam is not a religion. Nobody's going to think how I think. They're not supposed to. And people going to watch my videos whether they agree with me or not, right? Yeah, they are. Now, I can thank my enemies for turning me into who I am now, but I don't have to pray for them. I don't desire to pray for my enemies whatsoever. So I'm just going to wrap it up real quick, guys. This ain't going to be long. Should you pray for your enemies? If it makes you feel good to pray for your enemies, by all means, pray for your enemies. If it does not make you feel good to pray for your enemies, do not pray for your enemies. They can pray for themselves.